Twinkies are back. Welcome to the Shikama Live Show. Your host, Shikama, in association with www.lasvegasnevadaDUI.com. It was just announced that the Twinkies Hostess company has been bought and is under new management by an investment firm. The delicious junk food will hit the shelves on July 15th of this year. They're launching a campaign calling the sweetest comeback in all of history ever. I'm sure I messed that all up, but it has all of those words in it. Anyway, much clamoring is going on about the comeback. People are the new launch created a Facebook fan page which has over 300,000 likes already within a day. While this is good news for some, and there was a lot of disappointment by a lot of fans, the underlying problems are still creeping up and are probably still there. And that is the reason why the company went bankrupt in the first place. And that reason was unions. I'm not against unions. I'm not for unions. In fact, I have no opinion. I'm against unions in any federal government or anything like that. That is unnecessary. The federal government should not federal nor state government should not allow any unions whatsoever. You do not need bargaining capacity when you're working for the state. You're a leech on the taxpayers to begin with. We need to downgrade and limit the size of government to such a degree that a union wouldn't even be necessary. State, local, and federal government should not be taking care of anywhere near the stuff that they take care of. All of these agencies and special departments. So, for government unions, I am strongly opposed to. That means you and I pay more taxes for somebody to get paid more than what they get paid in the private sector. It used to be the exact opposite. Nobody went and worked for the government because the government didn't pay. Why didn't the government pay? Because they knew that it was a tax burden on the taxpayers. But now, in this era of politics and brainwashing people and making them feel like they're owed something, government employees are actually paid more than in the private sectors. So let's move to the private sector here about Twinkies. Twinkies problems or Hostess problem arose when they could not negotiate or renegotiate with their union. Their union drove them out of business. In fact, not only did the union drive them out of business, they couldn't even relocate to another state that didn't have a union. Companies are in business to make a profit. When your labor cost is more than your profit, let me repeat that. When your labor cost is more than your profit, there is something wrong with your labor negotiations, and your business model. And you will go out of business. Hello, Hostess. And for all the people who are trying to support the union for Hostess, understand that the labor cost was more than the profit. How long would you stay in business if you had to pay your workers more than you made? It is simple, idiotic math. So, I'm not against unions, but in this case, the union drove Hostess and other companies out of business. The unions were driving the car manufacturers out of business. The car manufacturers couldn't compete with foreign car manufacturers because they didn't have the money to retool, rebuild, make new lines, create new lines. And for those people who watch the mainstream media and listen to the news, who think that they have a handle on it and that they're on the side of unions and that the unions were the angels in this, you're dead wrong. You need to wake up and smell the coffee. Smell the Twinkie. Here's to hoping that the new management can completely renegotiate whatever terms and put a ceiling on labor in general, to say that labor cannot be more than 20% of the profit or whatever. That's the deal that I would make. I don't care how much each individual person in the thing made, but I would put a complete ceiling. Otherwise, you're tearing into profits. We're in a new age. We're in a new economy. If people can't buy the actual product, we can't raise the prices of the product, then the labor has to renegotiate. And that's what happened. People couldn't buy the product, and the company couldn't renegotiate the labor. It is the union's fault that Hostess went out of business. So, you all were out of a job. I don't know if I have not heard anything about the new Hostess management contracting with unions or not. We'll have to see about that. But they've already announced that they're going to return to the shelves on July 15th. Thank you for watching the Shagama Live Show.